it blows my mind every time I think about it.
The grave of an unknown soldier in Belgium was recently identified by the Canadian Armed Forces Identification Program as a World War I soldier from Winnipeg. Captain Scott McDowell is a great-nephew of Corporal Frederick Percival Percy Bosefield, the soldier who was recently identified. McDowell says he knew about Bosefield growing up but didn't really find out more until he started working at the Directorate of History and Heritage. McDowell found out about the discovery during an all-hands teleconference at work.
The world stopped spinning for a moment because it was like, oh my goodness, of all the Canadians killed in the Great War, Casualty had identified my family member.
Corporal Bosefield was born in England, but his family immigrated to Canada in 1912 and eventually settled in Winnipeg. In January of 1915, he was assigned to the Signal Section of the 43rd Canadian Infantry Battalion. After training in England for 1 year, he was promoted to corporal and sent to France in February 1916. His first battle was the Battle of Mount Sorel outside Ypres, Belgium, from June 2nd to the 13th in 1916. He was killed on June 7th by an enemy shell at just the age of 20.
The outpouring of support that I've seen the past few days, and knowing how this story has touched the lives of people around me is really overwhelming.
Corporal Bosefield's name was engraved on the Menin Gate Memorial, along with other soldiers killed in Ypres, Belgium during the First World War who have no known grave. Dr. Sarah Lockyer, who heads the Casualty ID program, says identifying a soldier from well over 100 years ago is not rare.
We're currently working on, I believe, 40 of these, where we're trying to see if we can identify the occupant of a grave because he's been buried as an unknown soldier.
Lockyer says the majority of the cases are linked to cemeteries located in Belgium and France. She says there are 27,000 Canadian soldiers missing from World War I, World War II, and the Korean War.
The work absolutely has to continue, and it makes it all worth it when we are able to tell the families that we have found their relative and we now know where they are. It's the most amazing feeling to be able to return somebody's name to them.
McDowell says he plans to go to Belgium to pay his respects to his great uncle.
It's brought the family together in a beautiful way. So we've gone through all of the feelings, the sadness and the joy, and it's overwhelming, really.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.